gentlemen, live at Hope Mill Theatre. Hosted by Michelle Eagleton and Belinda Scandal. Welcome to Your Manchester Live.
Well, a very good evening and welcome to this week's episode of Your Manchester Have we got a show for you? Yes, indeed. We are talking about LGBT History Month with our Hayley, as well as popping over to look at how you can get healthy by being on a bike. They link. Anyway, I'm flying solo. Stick around, subscribe and like, and welcome to this week's episode of Your Manchester. So first on the show today, we sent two of our lovely reporters from Your Manchester to see if the hype around Welcome to Shangri-La is really all it's cracked up to be. People have been saying it's a wonderful show, so we sent these two. Check it out.
Hello! Myself and the lovely Lucy Clayton are on our way to the beautiful Hope Mill Theatre, aren't we, Luce?
We are, yes. We're in a taxi right now on our way to Ancoats and we're going to see Welcome to
Shangri-La!
So we did meet the lovely Gemma Langford, writer, last week, as well as Robin, who's playing a part in the play, and we're just excited to see Gemma's vision come to life on stage.
We are indeed. Break a leg! How does it feel finally seeing it on its feet after all your hard work?
Oh, God, amazing. Yeah, absolutely bewildering. You'll notice I've got a little bit of a dozy feeling on because it's emotional. You know, it's so real, and they're getting to that point now where they're becoming the people that it doesn't sound like my words anymore. And that is the absolute best. When I can actually get lost in a scene and forget I wrote it, that is so sweet. I love it.
So we are just in the interval now, and it is so funny. We've had some belly laughs already, and I can't wait for the second half. You can actually see the other audience members on the opposite side of the room, so it's great to see their reaction as well. And honestly, Gemma, she's done a good job. Really, really talented actors.
And that's a wrap. What a fantastic show. I mean, it was not what I expected, but in an amazing way. The whole layout, the staging was so diverse, and I felt immersed and involved in the whole show from start to finish. And the music, it was just excellent. Absolutely brilliant.
Yes, that really was brilliant. Shangri-La. Check it out, everybody. It's absolutely fantastic. Now then, we are doing something special, and it seems like everybody's getting healthy at the moment. I'm not, but still I've been lumbered with somebody that's a cyclist.
That's me.
You've not just wandered in here with your bike and everything, have you?
Well, I thought this was the pit stop. Where's my coffee?
Yeah. So, this is for a reason though, isn't it? This is Pride Out.
It is.
Tell us what Pride Out is.
So Pride Out is Manchester's first serious LGBT plus cycling club, and we're in the process of forming that, and I'm at the moment trying to promote it and get as many cyclists out as I can.
And what's the idea behind it then? Why is cycling so important?
Well, I took up cycling 5 years ago to improve my physical and mental health, and I've been in Manchester for a long time, and actually trying to make new friends and contacts in the city is quite hard, unless you're using apps or websites or out on Canal Street. So yeah, the cycling started 5 years ago, and it was just really last year I thought there has to be lots of LGBT people who would love to get on a bike, not just me.
Yeah.
So so I've been trying to grow it since last May, and
what's the response been like?
So it's been really, really encouraging. We've got a social media following of nearly 1,000 in the last few months.
That's brilliant.
And we've done about 7 or 8 bike rides since last summer.
So are these difficult bike rides, or is it for anybody's capabilities?
So that's really important to me. I want to make it really inclusive. So we want people who are able to do, 5, 10 miles really gentle rides, whatever bike you've got, you know, whether it's a city bike or a road bike or a mountain bike. And we want to cater for people who want to do a little bit more, so maybe 10, 15-mile rides, right up to maybe 50-mile rides. Okay. But we want people to be able to start, even if they're not cycled for a while, and maybe just increase their mileage with a bit of help and encouragement. So everyone is welcome.
So it's not just a social group, you can actually learn how to cycle proper then?
Well, as long as you can ride a bike. You know, I cycled everywhere as a kid, and I moved to Manchester and I was partying a little bit too much, Belinda. And but you know, I cycled every now and again throughout my 20s, but it's really in the last 5 years I've been doing a lot more, and it's massively improved my health, and I made so many new friends. And yeah, we want it to be a place to have fun, get out on a bike ride, see a bit of Manchester, see some of the countryside. And yeah, we'll do some socials as well, but it is about meeting new people.
And of course, while you're on the bikes, you're not just ignoring each other. I guess you're chatting, not talking,
it's non-stop chat, yeah. We meet on Canal Street sometimes.
Right.
And then we'll do a little gentle ride and we'll stop somewhere for a coffee and have something to eat, and then we'll finish and have another drink. So it is really the social primarily, and the exercise is thrown in the mix.
And cycling's really good for the brain as well, so I've been told. Exercise in general apparently is quite good for you.
It absolutely is, yeah. I mean, I love cycling. It's, I think it's the freedom, bit of fresh air.
Yeah.
And you see things you don't see in the car or on a bus. Trees and lambs and daffodils.
Oh, no, I like it. I'm right into this, me. I tell you, if I had the energy... You'd just be dangerous passing a KFC, that's all I'm going to say, because I'd have to stop.
Well, it's funny, I have actually been in McDonald's with my bike and got funny looks, and I thought, well, I deserve to be here more than the rest of you.
It's a good little bike you've got here. What bike is this then?
So I had this a few years ago, and I got my dad's help choosing the bike. This is a road hybrid touring bike.
Right.
So in layman's terms, it's basically a lightweight frame, and it's hybrid touring, so that basically means it's got racks, mud guards, so that you can actually travel distances, I have done some trips on it, I've been to France on it.
And what's these nifty bits of kit?
So we've got a really fancy light here that'll blind everyone on the street, make sure people can see me, and then we've got a little GPS navigation device.
Sat-nav for a bike?
Sat-nav.
That is ridiculous. You're lucky if we got wheels when we had bikes, I tell you. So where can people get in contact with you?
So we are on social media. We're on Facebook, we're on Twitter, we're on Instagram, and our handle is Pride Out UK. And we've also got a website, prideout.co.uk. And we just basically want to hear from anyone who'd like to have a little bike ride. And you don't have to be an expert at cycling a bike. We'll help you and encourage you, and there'll be a ride for whatever ability you're at.
Sounds fantastic. Well, thanks very much for coming in today. Absolutely wonderful. Another lady that's really interested in LGBT plus wonderfulness is our Hayley. Let's see what she had to say.
Hi, I'm Hayley and welcome to On The Box. Now, I normally talk about films, telly, theatre things and all of that jazz, but this time I'm doing something a little bit different because February is LGBT History Month. And this year it is poetry, prose and plays, and the month has been dedicated to Lyra McKee. Lyra was a lesbian, a journalist and an advocate of rights from Northern Ireland. She believed in the power of conversation to change people's minds. But just last year, on the 18th of April, she was fatally shot during the riots in Derry. She was just 29. So I would like to read an extract from Lyra's letters to my 14-year-old self. So here goes. Kid, it's going to be okay. I know you're not feeling that way right now. You're sitting in school, the other kids are making fun of you. You told the wrong person you had a crush and soon they all knew your secret. It's horrible. They make your life hell. They laugh at you, whisper about you and call you names. It's not nice. And you can't ask an adult for help because if you did that, you'd have to tell them the truth. And you can't do that. They can't ever know your secret. Life is so hard right now. Every day you wake up wondering who else will find the secret and hate you. It won't always be like this. It's going to get better. You will fall in love for the first time. You will have your heart broken for the first time. And you'll feel like you might die of that pain. You won't. You'll get over it. Right now, you're wondering if you'll ever be normal. You are normal. There's nothing wrong with you. You're not going to hell, and you did nothing to deserve their hate. Life will not only get easier, it will get so much better. You'll walk down the streets without fear. Teenage boys you've never met will not throw things at you and shout names. And your friends will be the best that anyone could ask for. You'll be invited to parties. You'll have a social life. You'll be loved. People will use words like awesome and cool and witty to describe you. And you'll forget the times the other kids said that you were weird and odd and a lesbo. You'll do normal things. You will spend time with your mum. You'll go to work and pay your bills. And you'll go to cinema with your best friend every week because that's your ritual. Dinner, then an action movie where things explode. You will fall in love again. You will smile every day, knowing that someone loves you as much as you love them. Keep hanging on there, kid. It's worth it. I love you. So I hope you all enjoyed that. And I hope that I think it's a lovely message to give out there, really, during LGBT History Month. I've been Hayley, and I'll catch you next time.
Well, that's it for this week's episode of Your Manchester. Next week, we'll be rejoined by the gorgeous Michelle. And of course, we've got a whole host of guests for you as well. Like, subscribe. Oh, and watch out for our Back to the Future special coming your way on the 5th of March. Till then, take care. Thanks for watching Your Manchester.